brought my sister to the UK to view my marriage. Growing up, it looked like I came from a polygamous home because there was an entanglement with my father's ex-wife. My father was married and had kids with his first wife before he got married to my mom. They were legally separated before he got married to my mom. But because they had kids together, they were always coming to visit, even though we didn't even live in the same city. Even though they only came around for visits, there has never been any good blood. There's always this heat, there's always this distance. We didn't even relate well at all. When we lost my dad, I was still very young when we lost him. After the burial, there was a very, very serious argument. There's just bad blood, so we didn't grow liking each other. My mom only gave birth to 2 kids, which is my elder brother and I. The previous woman gave birth to 4 kids. So when I was in the university, I lost my mom. My stepmom also died, I think, when I was in the university. So both me, my stepbrothers and sisters, we've practically lost all our parents. So in the university, I met with my stepsister. We attended the same school, even though we didn't have plans to, but we met there. So we kind of reconnected a little bit. It wasn't instant, but we took our time and became close. She was like, I beg, those things that happened is between our parents, nothing concerned us. And I agreed. I was like, nothing did this life. After all, we've lost all the parents. So we became friends, we were chatting. Sometimes she would even come to my house and stay the weekend. I was going to her place, going to her hostel. So we became friends, kind of. I was now relating with her brothers and her sisters once in a while. So after university, we lost touch because everybody went their separate ways. We hardly talk. We chat once in a while. So I've been in this UK for almost 7 years now. So late last year, my stepsister that we went to school together started chatting with me on Facebook. I don't say. So I gave her my number and she saw that it was, an international number. She was like, you don't leave us for this country. I was like, yes, now almost 6 years now. I don't come out. So she was like, oh wow. So she started telling me about how she has been trying to come to the UK, all the plans she has been making and all of that. She sent me her documents, sent me a lot of things that she wants to leave. So I was happy for her, So now that she found out that I'm in the UK and she's also planning to come to the UK, we now became close back. We're always talking. She was telling me about her progress and all of that. So I told my husband, my stepsister, we went to school together. He was like, oh nice. So my husband said was in on it. He will ask her questions, she will ask her agents. So we started helping her, even financially. My husband and I sent money for her flight, even though where she was coming to was not the same city with us, but it was not far from us. It was just like less than 1 hour drive. Initially, I told her that she could stay with us for a while to save costs, and then when she's has saved up enough money, she can get her own place. When she came, initially it was beautiful, to have somebody around. My elder brother is not somebody I can call and be gisting with as a man. I beg, I don't get time for this kind of talk, So when she came, we started gisting, talking about old people in the school. It was beautiful. She will help me in the kitchen. She's a very good. If I go to work, I'll leave children with her. She will go and drop them. She will go and bring them. Like, that relief of somebody helping you. I was so free. I was so happy. But that happiness did not last when I found out she was sleeping with my husband. At this point, she has stayed about 5 months with us when I found out. I didn't know when it started, but when I found out, I didn't know how to react. I was so devastated. I was so angry. I was now scared to even leave my children around her. What am I going to do? How am I going to confront my husband? How am I going to confront my sister? What if I shout now they poison me? I'm a very, very slow reactive person. I don't react immediately. I always think things through before I react, no matter how angry I am. After finding out she has been sleeping with my husband, I didn't say anything for extra 1 good month. Since my husband was getting it from somebody else, if I just say no, he doesn't even bother anymore. He just goes to bed and sleeps. So I was just watching the both of them. So one day I engaged my husband in a chat. I started asking him questions. I said, my friend just found out that her best friend is sleeping with her husband. What do you think? I didn't use the scenario of us so he wouldn't know that I found out. He was like, there's nothing my husband did not see. That man is a useless man. After his wife has given him kids, what is he looking for outside the gate? Baby. I was just nodding my head and looking at her. So I asked my sister, Alpha, are you making any plans to get a place yet? Abi, you are still very comfortable here? She said, I'm very comfortable here, but I'm making plans to get a place. Just made excuses. I say, okay, I know they drive you because even if you go, I will miss you a lot. I just ended the conversation with that. At this point, it is 2 months after I found out my husband was sleeping with my sister. I didn't say anything. I didn't confront the both of them. Everything was going on normal. The only difference is I was now protective of my kids. I don't leave them together in the house anymore. Even my husband, I don't even allow him to stay alone with his children. I take my children anywhere I'm going to as far as I have the time. One day I went to the mall to buy just groceries and I started crying. I didn't even know what happened because I've been bottling things up. I had not had sex for months since I found out. I couldn't even confront them because I was too scared. I didn't even know what to do. I didn't know what my next move was. And I couldn't tell my elder brother because he's a man. If I had another sister I could talk to, maybe I would have told her. I was just alone. It was only that my friend where I take my children to that was aware of what was happening. So one guy came to me. I was asking why I was crying, if I was okay. I said yes. He said no, I'm not okay. So I left my cat in the mall. I just went outside for fresh air and he started encouraging me, whatever I'm going through, I shouldn't let it define me, blah blah. I was just speaking English. And this Oyibo man don't know what they go through my mind. So he gave me his number and all of that. When I got home that night, he sent me a text message saying, I hope you are okay, I hope you stopped crying and all of that. So we started chatting. He asked me if I was single. I said yes. He said, oh nice, beautiful. But I told him that I'm a single mother. After like a month after chatting back and forth, this guy was promising he will buy me gifts and all. I started dating this guy while I was so after like 3 months into the relationship, my sister was still in my house sleeping with my husband. At this point, I had cloned his phone. I even got pregnant for him at a the time and took pills to take the baby off. Now that I have a boyfriend, I'm just enjoying the ride. So after 3 months of dating this white guy, I told him everything, that I'm still legally married, but there's no way in hell I'm going back to that marriage. He was angry for a bit that I deceived him, I lied to him. He explained why I had to lie. He gave me an ultimatum telling me that I should decide if I want to be with my ex-husband or if I want to be with him, because he cannot be dating a married woman. And I told him that I'm not married as far as I'm concerned. It is not legal, but I am no longer married. So he told me that if I really want him and I love him because he loves me so much, that I should move in with him. At this point, I was not thinking about my husband, I was not thinking about my sister, I was not thinking about anybody. I was just thinking about myself. One day, I took the day off after my husband and everybody had gone to work. I saw fit arrange all my things. In fact, both the cooked food I made in the fridge, I carried everything. I moved to his house and I switched off my phone for like 2 days. My husband, my sister, nobody could reach me. I got a new number and gave it to my children's school. If they need anything for emergency, they should call me with that particular number. So after 2 days, I switched on my phone back and I sent a picture of myself and my boyfriend to my husband. I also sent it to my sister. My husband started shouting, "Who is this man? Where did I go to? Don't tell me you left our home and went to go and be with another man. I didn't marry a prostitute. I didn't marry this one. We're so decent in Nigeria, blah blah blah." He called me, he was shouting, sending me voice notes. He was doing everything at the same time. I just started sending him all his chats between him and my sister, sending him all the note pictures she used to send him while they are his own that he used to send. I screenshotted them. As I'm sending to him, I'm sending to my sister. I'm just forwarding to the both of them. After I sent them everything, my husband didn't call me again. All the shouting, everything. My stepsister did not reply my messages. She didn't call me, nothing. So everybody's now in their limbo. At this point, marriage is officially over. I told my older brother, go and return bride price to them. Oh, this is what happened. I narrated everything to him. He was so angry at my husband. Said he told me not to bring down my stepsister, that they are not. I said I've forgiven her. Now look at what happened. I just told him that I've learned my lesson. He should return their bride price. I'm no longer interested in the man. My husband still cannot believe that I found out about his affair almost 4 months. I didn't say a word. I didn't do nothing. Instead of him to be sorry, he's thinking about all the things I could have done while I knew about it, that I could have poisoned him. Thank God I found somebody that made me realize that leaving somebody does not have to be chaotic. Now that I left the house for my sister and my husband, the relationship don't tire the both of them. They can no longer stand each other. They are always quarreling one way or the other. The girl now has moved out of my own house. The house that you couldn't move out of since because you were enjoying one thing by the side. I have left it for you, now you are running away. Your step brother, your step sister, they are called step for a reason. If you know that you didn't grow up together with love, keep them away from your life, far away.